Hello, everyone, and today we are going to be reacting to another video. This time it's going to be by Penguin Zero, aka Moist Critical, aka Charlie. One of my favorite YouTubers ever, and we're gonna be reacting to this new video that came out 4 hours ago, fake tortoise rescue situation. I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of those videos that, you know how you go on like Instagram or like on like TikTok or YouTube short, and it's basically like a hurt animal was on the side of the road or something, and you have some people out there to save them. Well, I'm pretty sure it's going to be something like that. Again, I haven't watched this video. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be on that topic because I feel like those videos are sometimes staged. I feel like some of those are staged. Some of them can be real. Some of them mostly not. Because why is it always a YouTube short? Personally, maybe there is a real one that is like 20 minutes long. I don't know. But it's just like, I don't usually believe it. Especially if they're like in the same city or something. Like how is it possible that it's like there and you're there to save them? It just doesn't make no sense. But oh well, I also got a PAL video that is gonna be on the way, which might take a little long to make because it is a big challenge. But enough yapping. Grab some snacks. It's time to relax, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. And let's get right into it.
This is a topic I've covered a few times in the past about those fake animal rescue videos where people get animals and put them in distress or even like torture them, beat them up, and then make videos of them being saved. About the Good Samaritan, the hero that comes through and saves this injured animal or this animal that's trapped or...
Yep. I have seen a bunch of those videos. It's usually like a puppy or a kitten that is on the side of the road, and basically just out of nowhere somebody with like a cage or something goes over and picks it up. Like, I don't believe sometimes that stuff, because especially if it happens in the same city and they're constantly on the move and it's the same shit, I don't understand.
thrown away or something like that, so that way they can farm views off it and get pats on the...
I also find that very harsh too. I don't like it when people farm views or make videos off of things like that. Like, I don't want to see that on my fucking feed. That's the one reason why I kept getting rid of TikTok. I got rid of TikTok for good because I was like, I'm tired of having things I don't want, and even if I put not interested, it'll get me something similar to it, and I am tired of it.
Ass for being such a good soul for saving this innocent animal. This was, and unfortunately still is,
You're the
a
hero,
popular
man!
piece of content that this...
You're the fucking hero! You saved that puppy that's bleeding! Woo! I bet you someone in the comments are like praising the people, and I've seen one, but I'm pretty sure all the accounts that do that shit probably gets praised for it.
heinous scum will do to farm online because people just believe the story that it's all legitimate and they're helping an animal, but the reality is they're the ones that put them there so that way they could get views out of saving it. It's diabolical, it's evil, and I just learned about new allegations of a big influencer doing this. Influencer with over 1 million followers on Instagram, big on TikTok.
Of course! Instagram,
who made a few
TikTok.
videos about a tortoise that she happened to find in a dumpster and rescue. She has now scrubbed all those videos, just fucking banished to the shadow realm, no longer on the cyberspace. Timmy Turner can't surf those emails anymore. But, luckily, they were saved. And atozys just covered this story, which is what put it on my radar.
This all happened a few days ago when TikTok...
Hey, it's the I love this guy too.
Jamie Simpson, also known as Embracing Echo on TikTok, posted a now deleted video on her discovering this discarded tortoise in a dumpster behind a pet store.
I thought it was, but I think it's alive. No, it's definitely moving. They literally threw out an animal.
Now, Jamie has a pretty large online following, 300,000 followers on TikTok and over 1 million followers on Instagram, as well as a YouTube channel and a website.
So Jamie apparently has some videos where she dumpster dives looking for things to donate to shelters, but I guess somewhere along the way she must have accidentally sipped the forbidden dumpster juice because it fried her neurons to make her think that something like this could possibly be a good idea. This is Jamie doing one of her dumpster dives, and this time, instead of finding like toys or something, she found a baby tortoise in a container buried beneath a layer of ash, or maybe like dirt. Maybe they threw out like a fucking plant or something. I don't know. That looks like when the Scorpion King's undead army just gets vaporized upon his death. But anyway, she finds this baby tortoise in a container in the dumpster this time around, which is obviously very alarming that they threw out a live animal.
I honestly don't even, you know what? You know why I won't believe this? Is because I don't even think a pet store would even dare do such a thing. Would it even dare doing such a thing? Like, how do you mistake or leave an animal and just throw it away? That doesn't make no sense.
And the video blew up from it.
So definitely not a small influencer by any means. And Jamie's built a following by raising awareness for disabilities like epilepsy, autism, and ADHD, as well as showcasing her service dogs, both helping her and acting silly. And she also has a lot of content about rescuing dogs, so you can imagine that her followers are big animal lovers. And to add to this, I guess Jamie has a habit of dumpster diving behind pet stores to find things to donate to dog shelters. While filming one of these dives, Jamie apparently found a discarded baby tortoise in the dumpster.
Her following
Which
online
doesn't. I don't mean to cut you off, Charlie, but I don't believe it because it's just like, how can a pet? There's no way a pet store will throw away a tortoise. A tortoise wouldn't even survive in a in a dumpster, anyways. There's no way that a freaking an employee at up there just ends up probably just throwing away a tortoise. It just doesn't make no sense. It really doesn't. That's why I'm like, I don't believe this already.
Is built around animals, and she has apparently done rescues in the past, which, with how this baby tortoise situation has unfolded, for me personally calls into question the legitimacy of the other animals she's rescued. To me, this whole thing paints a very peculiar picture now, where she is so untrustworthy here that maybe there's a chance the other ones were faked to some degree too, maybe? I don't know. I think that would require, like, further investigation, but the fact that she was willing to do this with the baby tortoise makes me believe that it might not have been her first rodeo here. And I think, make no mistake, I think there's no wiggle room for this to be some kind of misunderstanding. You're going to see some very compelling evidence here in a moment that this baby tortoise video she made is not just pure happenstance that she came across like an angel saving this baby tortoise that was thrown out in the trash. This was a calculated, planned thing for views on her pages.
And posted this video to TikTok.
Fucking sick. What a sick bitch.
They literally threw out an animal. They threw out a freaking turtle. And it's so gross in here. There's nothing we can donate to the dog shelter, by the way. Who would do that?
And the tortoise was...
I'll be extremely shocked. If I don't dumpster dive, but I'm like, if I wouldn't be talking like that if I saw a baby tortoise. I would be shocked because it's just like, how could, in my mind, if I ever saw it in person, I would like, how could, I would probably take it. You know what I probably would do? I would probably find a dumpster dive. If I find the turtle, I would just take it to the front of the store and tell them, well, this was in your, I was going dumpster diving, and I found myself a live turtle, a tortoise, whatever. It's basically a it's a land turtle. Doesn't matter. Oh, he looks so cute. I love freaking tortoises. I really wish I had some in my backyard.
super tiny and still in the plastic transportation container, and obviously
Yeah, and that doesn't make no sense either. That really doesn't, because it's just like there's no way they could throw away a tortoise. There's no way they missed that and they thought it was trash.
this is horrifying to see a abandoned tortoise in the Arizona heat and a dumpster.
Oh, look at him. He's so
Arizona. This is from
scared.
Arizona.
And there's
That
poop
place
in
is
there. He
hot.
probably pooped himself because he's scared half to death. It's 103 degrees outside. There's flies everywhere. Show how gross that is.
Well, honestly, I'm pretty sure the tortoise would survive in 100 and something degrees, because don't they always be on a heated lamp if you put him in like a tank or
Put
something?
him in there.
Like, maybe
he's
he-
sick,
Or maybe they thought he was like.
but still, like, you shouldn't do that. That's
Yeah.
really messed up. We can call corporate. He looks so scared.
We
Show
could
him.
call him, yeah.
Now, I've got to give credit where credit is due. Those are some fine acting chops right there. Especially the guy filming it, the man behind the camera. He sounds the same way I do when I accidentally answer a call from a telemarketer. This guy sounds
Yeah, the way how they're handling this situation, I would be shocked, but they're not shocked at all.
like he's about to fucking fall asleep on Xanax or something. But they are doing their best to deliver an incredible performance here, and it is a gut puncher. They are really selling it. And this isn't praise that I just hand out willy-nilly. I was the star of the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1, the glue that held the franchise together. I'm Sonar in Dispatch. I know acting when I see it, and that is some top-tier thespian work right there. And her followers went hog wild with it, because this is some very alarming, awful shit to just be throwing out a live animal like that in the dumpster there, just condemning it to death in the Arizona.
Now I have seen videos of like these pet stores throwing out like fish, because with fish, here's the thing with the fish. Some of them will actually get sick, will feel sick. They'll either be just laying there and they'll feel sick, and then they'll just throw them away because they don't think they're gonna make it. But that tortoise look like it will be able to move healthy and all that. And as a matter of fact, how is it even in a container in the first place?
Heat. So her followers were able to piece together what pet store this was, like the dumpster. They were able to find it. As atozys said, a lot of people out there very geoguesser pilled right now, so just even seeing a piece of that building in the video, they were able to find this exact dumpster that she was at, and they connected the dots that that pet store that it was behind must have been the ones that threw out the baby tortoise.
Yeah. So obviously the internet just bonded together and just absolutely sprayed this pet store with awful reviews. And the pet store in question is called Tropical Kingdom Pet Shop, which is a pet store located
I thought it was going to be a Petco, honestly, tell you the truth. I thought it was going to be a Petco, but I never heard of this place. Damn. 4.5, basically 4.5 stars. So it must be a really good, really cool place, and I would like to go there.
Tucson, Arizona. And if you compare Jamie's video to the street view, it's pretty clear that this is where she filmed her video. So once it became clear that this angry mob wasn't going to let up on the pet store, Jamie came back to give an update, but she only left people even more confused.
I believe that she was hopeful that by not naming the store or anything like that publicly, people wouldn't find where she filmed the video, thus that would never get back to the store what she did, because obviously this is just like a huge lawsuit waiting to happen if she really did fake this, and all the evidence seems to indicate that she did. It's an overwhelming amount that we're about to get into
I
here.
would literally sue. If it was my pet store and she did that, I would fucking sue. I would sue.
So when people did find out, just based on like a little snippet of the building, like a few pixels of the building, which is incredible, people found it. But when they found that out, I imagine she started to panic, so she tried to set the record straight by throwing them on a different trail, like, no, you guys went Wrong breadcrumbs. It's a different pet store, actually. So now she's throwing another pet store
okay,
under the bus
get
here.
it.
So
She's playing a little game. Okay.
according to Jamie, she apparently posted the name of the pet store on her Instagram story, but said that people figured it out, so she deleted the story. But there's no confirmation of which pet store she named.
Second, I posted the store name on my story, and
Oh,
people.
just look at her. She is just thirsty for that content. She is thirsty. Look at her. She is ready to get that moolah from that video. Oh, she's a little sick bitch. Sick fucking
Figured out
bitch.
what city I live in, and I live really close to that pet store, so then I took it down.
And why would you name it and then delete it because people were figuring it out? Isn't that the point of naming a pet store, especially if you find an abandoned tortoise that's alive in a dumpster in the Arizona heat? I mean, people should know of this.
Yeah, that's a real head scratcher. Big ol' question marks over my head here on that one. What the fuck does that even mean? So you named the pet store in one of your stories, and then when people found out, because you named it, by the way, you decided to take it down? What sense does that make? Holy shit, did she leave her brain in the dumpster too? Like, what in tarnation? I'm so confused on that.
In Arizona.
We are taking legal action because it is illegal to do that to a tortoise here. Tortoises are apparently very protected in Arizona.
Hence why it's even more important that people are aware of which store this is.
Yes, true.
Yeah. Okay, so if they're very protected, you should have kept the story. You should have kept the story up, and maybe people would actually do some action, like some legal action, like what she mentioned, taking legal action. But why did you take it down? That's very scary right there.
Yesterday, I talked to their store, and they definitely did not take responsibility at all, which is upsetting.
And the confusion really starts when a comment from Jamie's different pet store in Tucson that started with Desert, leading people to figure out that she actually seemed to be pointing the finger at a store called Desert Pet Shop. And this is supposedly after she deleted her story because people were able to figure out the store based on her clues. Also, how is this not a very obvious hint? It's not even a hint. She just gave us half the name and the location.
I do love that, like some Carmen Sandiego shit. Well, where in the world is it? The only clue is that desert is in the name, which is almost the entire name of the pet store. It's just Desert Pet. She just missed three
Desert
letters
Pet.
to finish it.
What a name. That's a crazy pet store name. It ain't like creative or nothing. It's very just simple.
Off. Wow. That is quite the riddle to solve. What a puzzle she's left us with here. Like a millennium math problem, only the super geniuses amongst us could possibly have connected those dots and figured it out. So, this is what I was saying. She has now named another pet store, Desert Pet. So, after her story and after people figured out where that dumpster was and everything at the other spot, this surfaced where she is now pointing the finger at something else entirely, Desert Pet. So now she's got two pet stores in the mega mix of things here, in the cauldron with this fucking filthy stew that she's cooked up here about this baby tortoise she rescued from the dumpster.
But I mean, obviously, just thinking about it, Desert Pet and Tropical Kingdom, they don't sound like each other whatsoever, and clearly she was in the dumpster behind Tropical Kingdom. Now,
After finding a baby tortoise in a dumpster, we've been working our butt off to make the enclosure it deserves. We took the baby to an exotic vet to make sure he's healthy. They said he was. They also said they think he's a hybrid leopard tortoise because his shell is a little bit.
Think about it. Think about it for a second. This guy doesn't even look like he's like limping or like not limping, but like drowsy, or he look like he's gonna just collapse on the ground whenever he got, like, he just looks very healthy.
More dome shaped.
So in the midst of all of this, the big whirlwind, she is now showcasing everything she's doing for this baby tortoise to give it the Barbie dream house that it deserves, give it the utopia after what it went through in that dumpster in the Arizona heat. So she's got this big enclosure now, and meanwhile everyone is attacking these two pet stores for this this disgusting thing of leaving a live baby tortoise in the dumpster to die. And now, for me, this is where it really comes into focus with what the motivation was, what the plan was. It wasn't just that one-off video of her rescuing the baby tortoise from the dumpster. No, it was going to be milking those turtle titties for all that they could possibly give to her in the form of clout. So she's now making this video showing the enclosure, obviously looking for big applause from everyone, like, oh my goodness, not only did she save this baby tortoise, she's gonna make it the happiest tortoise on the planet. Look at this enclosure. It's incredible. Whoa, that's awesome. You're a fucking angel. You're a saint. That kind of thing.
Oh my god, you're an angel girl. You just saved this poor turtle. It went through hell in that fucking dumpster. Go and give it the best life it ever had. Okay, so we're supposed to believe that.
Again, is a very standard play from the John Madden's playbook of fake animal rescuers. This is something I've seen time and time and time again from people that knowingly put...
And also, all these videos are kind of similar in a sort of way. It doesn't even have to be the animal. It's the same pattern. Okay, so they find like a puppy trapped somewhere or on the side of the road, and it's just they're scared and everything like that with no one around. I don't even usually never see anybody around. Okay, and they take it, they go to the vet, and then they bring it home and basically just give it the best life ever. And then they're trying to find a home for it or something. It's the same fucking shit.
Animals in distress, put them in perilous situations so that way they can be rescued by them on camera, and then make subsequent videos with the updates, what they're doing for them, how well they're being taken care of, and how loved they are, that kind of thing.
I remember she filmed that video as the internet is actively sieging the Google reviews of both of these pet stores. So,
so
a
sad.
little bit weird, and she's kind of just like ignored the pet stores. Like she's like, well, it was a pet store. I'm not going to name the name. It was in Tropical Kingdom, though, even though it was clearly their dumpster she fished it out of. But this video is what really raised some red flags for a lot of people, because you can see in both videos that Jamie shows the turtle in that it has a red mark on a certain part of its shell. And Tropical Kingdom decided to make a post defending themselves and calling Jamie out by providing proof that she actually bought the tortoise from a local breeder who marks their shells in the same way as that red mark.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, sports fans, it's looking like mate...
So I didn't even know that. I honestly didn't even know that about them marking the turtles. So you're telling me that she probably bought it off of someone and she just stuck it in the dumpster. That is crazy. Oh, okay, let's read this Tropical Kingdom shop post. We are being slandered by this woman, and here is the proof. We only have 2 leopard tortoises in the store. In the last month, they are still here. I have posted pics and the response from the people that sold her the tortoise she claims she found in the dumpster. As you can see, they put a dot on the tortoise by the one in their ad. We do not throw live animals away in the trash. Yeah, that's so silly. That's so silly. We are like any pet store probably never does that unless it's like fish that is like slowly dying and it's too far gone, or animals that are too far gone. But the tortoise looks alive. It's looks like it's been well fed or something. So I already know that they don't throw away in the trash. Anybody that knows us, we care and love our animals, and we do everything that we can to help animals. Don't not hurt them. Oh,
Two on the board here. So Tropical Kingdom Pet Shop came forward stating, "We're being slandered by this woman and here's the proof. We only have 2 leopard tortoises in the store in the last month and they are still here. I posted pics and the response from the people that sold the tortoise she claims she found in the dumpster. As you can see, they put the dots on the tortoise by the one in their ad. We do not throw live animals away in the trash. Anybody that knows us knows we care and love our animals and do everything that we can to help animals, not hurt them." Then they provide proof that one of the local breeders marks these leopard tortoise hybrids with the red mark on their shell, the same red mark that is visible in Jamie Simpson's video showcasing the baby tortoise in the enclosure. That's a weird coinky dink, ain't it? That's super peculiar.
Yeah, that's super weird. Yeah.
And the photos from the website are not the exact tortoise Jamie would have bought, but instead an
it's even visible. It's like, okay, you took it out and it already has a mark on it. Okay, so basically, what do you think? She wrote that shit herself and just put it in there? No, yeah, I could see the patterns now.
example of what the tortoise you purchase would generally look like, which is important to clarify because Jamie also tries to use that as evidence that she couldn't have purchased the turtle herself.
Her defense, her counter to these claims was floppier than my flaccid cock, dude, I swear.
Oh my god, hold on. These are not the same tortoises. No, but the breeder has proof of your purchase. I don't know who they were talking to, but it wasn't me. This is disheartening and honestly depressing. That breeder marks their animals with red on a specific scute. As shown in the photos, sure, it's not the same exact animal, but the animal is from them. I work for Tropical Kingdom. I recognize our dumpster. You planted that tortoise there for clout and attention with zero concern for the consequences of small family-owned pet stores would face. You should be ashamed of yourself. Fucking W.
Where it was really weak. She was saying like, nope, that's not the same tortoise. It couldn't have been the tortoise I found. I couldn't have purchased this tortoise. It looks nothing like that.
And you also got to realize that it's also in the same mark, like the same area. So they probably mark it on the same little area just so they know it's from them.
Image there. Basically boiling down to, nope, that image isn't the tortoise that I found in this dumpster. When that's not the claim. It's just the baby tortoise you supposedly found has the same marks from this breeder. Also, they have proof that there was a leopard tortoise hybrid sale from this breeder to a Jamie Simpson. And in the response here, she says, "I don't know who they were talking to, but it wasn't me. This is disheartening and honestly depressing. The breeder makes their animals with red dot on a specific scute, as shown in the photos. Sure, it's not the same exact animal, but that animal is from them. I work for Tropical Kingdom. I recognize our dumpster. You planted that tortoise there for clout and attention with zero concern of the consequences a small family-owned pet store would face. You should be ashamed of yourself."
But guess what else? On the breeder's website, they are listed as leopard hybrid tortoises, the exact same breed the vet supposedly told Jamie her turtle was. And this is when everything started crashing down on Jamie, because the breeder themselves says that they did in fact sell a leopard hybrid tortoise to a Jamie Simpson the week before.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty obvious...
So I'm guessing that this side is... Oh, so this is the tropical pet store that's on this side, and this is the actual seller.
Case closed moment right there. The breeder themselves comes forward in the messaging to confirm, yes, we shipped that tortoise to Jamie Simpson last week. It's highly unlikely. That doesn't even begin to do it justice. It is as close to impossible as me hitting a growth spurt in my 30s is, that there happens to be another Jamie Simpson, just a rogue agent out there in the...
Yeah, that doesn't make no sense. That doesn't make no sense. Yeah, just so possible that there are maybe 2 of them in the same area.
the same area, Tucson, Arizona, that happens to have ordered a leopard hybrid tortoise the week prior to this video going up from this Jamie Simpson. And that the tortoise Jamie Simpson found in this dumpster behind the pet store just coincidentally had the same markings as the markings that this breeder puts on their leopard hybrid tortoises. Like, if that's actually, if this all is just a crazy misunderstanding and an unbelievable coincidence, that is probably statistically the most unlikely set of circumstances this world has ever seen.
Uh-oh. Despite the very obvious nail in the coffin here, Jamie just continued to argue with staff in the comments and used the excuse that it was probably just some Hispanic man who bought a turtle from them a week before. Okay.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. So she thinks that Jamie is a Hispanic man's name. Okay. Okay. Maybe they had another Jamie Simpson. But it wasn't me, and this video wasn't taken a while ago. I actually had proof that I was in the hospital for a while. In between, Jamie is a Hispanic man's name. Please provide proof of literally anything, Dan.
This one is truly a ha 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 ho 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 moment like fucking Santa Claus here. Just the way she tries to defend herself is unbelievable. So she's talking in messages here.
And what does this have to do with, what does this one have to do with the tortoise? I have 3 dogs and 2 toddlers. I don't need to buy a tortoise for fun.
I have 3 dogs, 2 toddlers, don't need to buy a tortoise for fun. So then why is that breeder saying that animal is from them and that you bought it? Maybe they had another Jamie Simpson, but it wasn't me, and this video was taken a while ago. I actually have proof that I was...
And the Hispanic man's name that is supposed to be Jamie is supposed to have the same last name too? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
in the hospital for a while in between. Jamie is a Hispanic man's name. Please provide proof of literally anything then. Spoiler alert, she never did. So she made the claim that she was in the hospital for a while between, thus she was like sitting on this video for a while to try and throw off the timeline. Like, no, I filmed this a long time ago actually, and was in the hospital for a little bit. So no, it's all cattywampus. It's tits up. You got it wrong. Can't be me. Also, Jamie is a Hispanic man's name. So that's probably what it was. It was probably Jamie Simpson, the Hispanic man in Tucson, Arizona, that's all of a sudden...
Oh, man. And there are people, and there are feminists that are like, oh, men are the most terrible creatures in the world. This has nothing to do with the video, by the way, but I see it all the time, be like, oh, what terrible creatures in the world. All of them should perish. All of them should die. Meanwhile, we have women who are just absolutely as cruel as a man. This is cruel to me. I think this is extreme. This is very cruel.
Getting thrown in here, you know, and it's even framing me for something bad, but it's actually this Hispanic man. Okay, what? Bro, she was lat spreading on the front lines in these trenches here, just constantly fighting in the DMs about
that's her video.
It, trying to proclaim her innocence and defend herself, but she does such a poor job of it. It is just terrible. So here's another one. Stop living a life of lies. Be honest. Contact the owners of my store. We did find the tortoise in what looks like this location, but I've been in Tropical Kingdom and have never had any issues, nor do I think you guys are even capable of doing that. So are you going to keep lying? Those are...
What? Oh, that might be just his video.
Our dumpsters. You absolutely did blame us. The situation will go astronomically more smoothly if you just be honest. Like, yeah, now she's acting like she got hit by the neuralizer from Men in Black. Like, what do you mean? It does look like I was in that location. You were provably at the Tropical Kingdom dumpsters. That's not a question. That's not up for debate. So, like, I don't know why all of a sudden she decided to throw in a completely separate pet store, Desert Pet. Like, she was at the Tropical Kingdom dumpster. Like, that's not anything that's even... Like, there's no wiggle room there for that to be wrong. That is In that video, that's where she is, and now she's like doubting it, like,
She's just an absolute
interesting.
fucking
Yeah, it does appear that I
liar.
might have been in something that looked like
She's
that
a
location.
terrible liar.
But I've never had any issues with you guys. You guys would never do that, right? It's like, what the fuck? That's where you were. Why are you acting like you don't know? It's completely impossible to take her side in this. Even if you do desperately want to subscribe to the idea that she's not capable of doing some heinous shit like this, it's very, like, why is she lying about, like, not knowing what location she was at and only, like, maybe it does look like that. Yeah, maybe it could be there. Like,
yeah, fucking dumbass.
how do you explain that? Obviously, she knows where she was when she found the fucking baby tortoise. She even said that she was contacting legal about it. She even did, in one of her stories, apparently name drop one of the locations. Like, so then why is she out here now pretending she doesn't know where it was or anything like that? And as Atozys also points out, if this is true from her, it would be easily provable with, like, the timestamp of when the tortoise rescue was filmed, the hospital stay, stuff like that. Like, there are so many ways she could easily prove her side of things very simply, and yet she hasn't. All she has done is just scrub the existence of this baby tortoise from her page, and every mention and everything about the baby tortoise is just nowhere to be found on her pages anymore. That's fishy, yeah?
Unless you've worked with leopard tortoises specifically for a long time, which most exotic vets don't, they would just know it's a leopard tortoise. Like, I've worked with tortoises and turtles and tortoises for over a decade. I wouldn't know that that's a hybrid between two subspecies of leopard tortoise. It just looks like a leopard tortoise. Unless it was listed under the listing where you bought it, where it says that it's a hybrid. I would bet any amount of money that the vet did not say that it was a hybrid. Also, technically, it's an integrate if you're just combining two subspecies.
Okay, what the
Hybrid
fuck is this guy? Okay, what is this guy? Is this a guy like that was behind the camera or something, or is this somebody else that they're probably just glazing, like trying to help the woman in this situation or whatever? I don't know.
is the exact terminology the breeder used.
Then once it started to blow up, after she like deleted everything, other people started coming forward, poking even more holes in the story. So this is someone who is very knowledgeable on turtles and tortoises, saying how unlikely it would be that any vet would say that this is a leopard tortoise hybrid, because even if you've been working with them for over a decade, you're probably not going to really know, like be able to make that distinction there. And even if they did, probably wouldn't identify it as a leopard tortoise hybrid anyway. So the fact that she calls it a leopard tortoise hybrid seems to indicate that she's just using the terminology that this breeder used, where it seems like she bought it from. Again, the breeder did come forward and say they did indeed sell a leopard tortoise hybrid to a Jamie Simpson. Like,
She's just digging a more hole. She's digging a more hole. Oh, just admit that you're just a faker.
Week prior. I think it seems pretty clear what happened here.
Essentially, the question most people have is this the first time she did something like this, or is this just the first time she got caught? Because right now, we kind of just have to wait and
That's probably the first time that she got caught doing it, but she's probably done it multiple times.
see if the pet stores go the legal route and try to clear their names, or if Jamie can, I guess, successfully let all this blow over.
That has been a big conversation around this, because it does call into question all of the other work that she's done. Were they legitimate? Was that faked? You know, that has been a lot of questioning now as a result of this baby tortoise situation. And also, are the pet stores going to do anything, like legally speaking, about how all this is unfolded? Because
I would. If they don't, then I will be extremely surprised, but I would 100%. I will make her suffer.
Pet stores now have been bombarded with a bunch of bad reviews and a bunch of mean words, and had their reputations torpedoed based on what seems to be a complete lie, just for the sake of views on her page.
It's all about
it feels like that's a pretty easy case right there. That's kind of a layup right there, I would assume. So I guess we'll see how that shakes out. But yeah, anyway, appreciate Atozys for putting this on my radar, because this is a wild one here. And it is still just a very sad reminder that fake animal rescue content is still around and is still very popular, and it fucking sucks. That's really about it. So, yeah.
Well, that was amazing. I had to
Speaking of Chuck.
This is a topic I've covered a few times.
Okay. That was a good video. Thank you, Charlie, for covering this one. I was actually not expecting it, but I was kind of in between. But it was just it sucks that, yeah, I do agree with him on like, I don't like the animal rescuing for like videos and stuff. I feel like I feel like most of those are fake.
Times in the past.
I didn't mean to push space bar, but I feel like a lot of those are fake, and people do it for just content, and it sucks, and I absolutely hate it. I did enjoy this video. Thank you, Charlie, once again. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'll see if he'll make an update video if they do decide to take any action against this lady. I hope they do, because if I was the pet store, the owner of the pet store, I would destroy this lady in court. 100%. I would sue. But thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.